All right, so welcome everyone to our first in a continuing series of the HelioGen Share and Learn program. I'm Warren, and our goal is to make Share and Learn an awesome program for us to both learn new technologies as well as to share technologies that we may be aware of that we think would have a broader application for the rest of the company. So if you have any ideas for awesome ideas or you'd like to present one yourself, we're here to help make that happen, including working with you on your presentation skills, making a deck, or helping hone an idea down. For example, in 2 months' time, we'll be doing a technology readiness levels session, otherwise known as TRLs. TRLs are a tool to evaluate. Yeah, come on, Jamie. There we go. As I was saying, TRLs are a tool to evaluate where a technology is on its journey to commercial use. NASA and the DOE use the TRL rubric to classify if a technology is ready to leave the lab, go to a pilot scale, or is ready for prime time use. HelioGen is adopting the DOE tool for our internal use, so come to this Share and Learn in September to discover how TRLs are shaping how we work and how we identify opportunities. Well, thank you. So we have at HelioGen an existing Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council, which consists of about a dozen interested employees, which anyone could have joined, and with an executive sponsor, Andy Lambert. The group cares about our representation of all groups in our community, with our communities, with our peers, and with our stakeholders, and we promote inclusion of all identities and representation within our community. We try to encourage constraint-free thinking at HelioGen and fosters continued education and open discussion. And if this is something that you're interested in learning more about, you can email the members of the council directly at the email address you see on your screen. Now, having said that, we are going to be increasing the scope and abilities and our DE&I muscles with new team joining the company. Next slide, please. That would be a company called the New Rules Collective, which is a group that I've worked with extensively in the past with the previous company. The New Rules Collective will be working with our leadership team and groups of employees to help us identify our own existing authentic culture and to embrace our innate diversity. They are at this point conducting one-on-one interviews with our leadership team. And within the next few weeks, we'll be conducting listening sessions virtually on Zoom with about half of our employees. And with that information gained from these listening sessions and from our executive team, they'll be working with us to build up our inclusion skills with our leaders at all ranks, as well as to help us all identify unconscious biases and growth opportunities in the coming year. So if this is something that you would like to participate in, your email address is not yet on our email list that New Rules Collective had, so you can reach out to me personally, and I'll make sure you get added to one of these listening sessions in the next few weeks. Or if you're still not sure, you can just sit tight and reach out to myself or the New Rules Collective in the future as you get more comfortable in the company. Did you have any questions about DE&I topics? Anyone? No. Okay, well, thank you.
So mentors and mentees have responsibilities. So that you know, we'll cover what our mentors' responsibilities are. It's their responsibility to sponsor and coach and facilitate development of you, their assigned mentees. They're expected to share their expertise, to connect mentees with their network of subject matter experts or experts in other fields, so that you'll be growing your network as well. And they should be providing guidance, not solutions, but guidance where possible. Mentors can expect to spend between 6 and 10 hours a month, which is a little bit less than how much time you'll be spending most likely. We'll talk about that in a minute. Responsibilities of the mentor include reading your LinkedIn profile. That's so that the two of you can connect, hopefully on a more personal level, and talk about past experiences. They're expected to meet on a regular basis. They're expected to be available for conversations as needed via Teams or in person or however you like to. But in other words, mentees should feel like they have their mentors available for conversations whenever needed. And they're aware of this. And also our mentors will be providing facilitation and development experiences for you. As for your responsibilities, it's the mentee's responsibilities to take charge of these experiences. In other words, you're expected to have ownership of the direction and the content of these conversations. You're also expected to do some work, which may be assigned to you by your mentees, or some exercises. So you're expected to spend a little bit more time per month on this partnership. Specifically, you should read your mentor's LinkedIn profile, which Matt should have already sent to you, I think. I saw that last week. We hope you'll fully engage in this relationship and be open to constructive feedback. Our mentors have been given some coaching on how constructive feedback should work and how it should look. So hopefully you'll be open to that. It's your responsibility to set up the meetings and the agendas and to follow up on action items and to follow and track goals that may be given to you by your mentors. And ideally, you will then align any lessons learned with your own situations. In other words, you know your situation more than your mentors, so that's on you. So you can see why you might be spending more hours per month on this partnership than your mentors. To put it in a nutshell, you guys are doing the heavy lifting. The mentors are helping you lift.